Okay.
So when I stole his bike, I'm taking the fuck off. He's chasing me up the block. Me staying bright mode right now. He chasing me up the block, no shoes on and everything, like trying to get this motherfucking bike. I knew if he got this bike, he was gonna try to fuck me up, right? So I'm
Right.
pedaling and pedaling. He gets a hold to the handlebar. And it scared me because I said, oh shit, he got me. So I
Yeah.
kicked him. But mind you, he's running the whole
I don't know
time.
what it is about you. Feeling like I don't wanna live without you. Trying to swallow them kids about you. Fuck around and get a couple kids about you. Who else gon' love you better than I do? If you had a ring, I say I do. In another lifetime, I still find you. Niggas love a real bitch, so of course my do. And I got nicks on my list.
Tell the people who you are, what you do, and why you do it.
Okay, so boom. My name is Rocky Bad, ROCKYBADD. Um, I don't like to say I'm a rapper, cause I just like making music, but not even 50% of the music I make is out. So as of right now, it look as if I'm just a rapper, but no. I'm a writer all the way around. Um, I started doing music because I was literally mimicking my dad. Like I wanted to literally be my daddy. And I got to a certain point in the sixth grade where I start wanting to do it for me. Where it was like it wasn't just solely like I want to be like him no more. It was like no, I want to do this because I want to do it. So, you know, that's how it came about. I was literally the only girl in elementary that was rapping. Oh yeah, just stuck it all the way out.
And so in the beginning, because I love the roots, I love getting to know, because everybody like the roots are really what kind of shape us. So for you, in the beginning, what were some of those? I know you had to been watching battle rap, but what were some of your biggest influences in the beginning?
Um, so like I really just love music. So it was more so like it was just something about like just putting words together, where it's like we're not just talking. It has to be structured a certain kind of way in order for it to be music. Um, Definitely battle rap played a major role because it was just like just seeing it was a point of time where everybody had to battle rap, even if you wasn't a battle rapper. If you said you was a rapper to prove yourself, that's what you did. So I had
Yeah.
my little run doing that. Yeah, I mean, honestly, it was a lot of industry rappers that I did like, but I always loved Detroit music. Like, um, it was a few rappers that locally they were here, but
Right.
I treated them like they was celebrities because that's what they was to me. You know what I'm saying? Um, it's kind of heartbreaking that a lot of them, like, you can't even find any music. You don't even, I never even seen them again. But just being young and seeing them do that, I always treated them like that. So, yeah.
Yeah, and you're really good at giving flowers. I see, like especially getting to meet you. Like
Yeah.
it's just cool to see you give people their props. Even the guys who was there trying to sell you whatever they had, like you just
Hmm.
giving everybody props and showing love.
Hmm.
Does that kind of come from? Because a lot of people are so far removed once they like get their emotion. They're so far removed from where they were before they had it. Like, does that come from like in the beginning? You wanting that chance and wanting somebody to be that for you, or kind of like where does that come from when you're just so open and responding to so many fans?
Honestly, that definitely came from how I wanted to be handled. But at the same time, it's like that's just naturally who we is. You know what I'm saying? Like even my big sister, like we just naturally like we love our people. You know what I'm saying? Like that's what we thought you supposed to do. So it's just like sometimes I don't even be considering like or thinking I'm like showing love or giving flowers. It just be like, no, that's just what I'm supposed to do. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But honestly, it's just like shit, cause you just never know. Like that one conversation couldn't spark something or motivate somebody. Like, yeah, you might be up here right now, but shit happens. You might fuck around and look up and now they the big You know what I'm saying? And you down here like, damn, can you listen to my music? Can you share my music? Like, so I
Yeah,
understand how the tables
yeah,
turn too. You know what I'm saying? It's just like you're just supposed to treat people with respect until they give you a reason not to, and to at least just see what a person talking about, what they own. Like you never know, you might want to link up with them, do business with them. You might need them later on down the line, all that type of stuff. So yeah, it's just natural.
yeah. And it's usually when we have those things, it's usually either empathetically trying to create what we wanted, or it's just
Right.
how we were raised, or like a mixture of
Right.
both. So, it sounds like we had a good, not like necessarily a good upbringing, but like
Mhm.
some really um some wisdom early on. Like, so kind of walk me through like where that came from with having that stoicism so early on.
Honestly, it was mainly my mama and my daddy. Like, um, so I'm my mama only daughter,
Mm,
but my dad have all girls and one boy. So with my mom, I'm with all the boys and I'm the only girl. But with my dad, I'm with all these girls, and my brother is the only boy. So, my dad he was strict once upon a time. He was real strict. And my mom, she was different because I was her first and only girl. So, it just hit a little different. But it came from that. It's just the way that they is. And honestly, at that time it seemed like we had a lot of OGs. You know what I'm saying? Like people that actually kicked it with us. Like we could be outside all day, but you know what I'm saying? Somebody else might be like, oh, that's just a crackhead. But we knew to respect them. And sometimes they talk our fucking ear off, but we got to sit there and listen. You know what I'm saying? Like,
mhm,
um, yeah, it was like a lot at the time. Like when I was younger, it seemed like it was more people who cared to say something. You know what I'm saying? Of course, you got a few people that you like, but you still had to listen. Now, whether you take it in or not, agree or not, it don't matter. But out of respect, you had to get them that. So, I think I just was blessed enough to have the real outweigh the fake when talking to me, and even when I was young, like I even if I couldn't understand what they were saying, I still paid attention to what they were saying. So as I start getting older, a lot of shit that was said to me, even when I didn't understand it, start making sense. But it was just like I just always listen.
mhm.
You know what I'm saying?
Yes, too. And usually the most either successful people or the people who are going to be the most successful are always students of the game, and it just
Hmm.
never ever seems like you're too big to learn from anyone. And
Right.
that's, I think we share that too. Like I'm always trying to learn
Yeah.
from, like I do some coaching, and I want to learn from every
That
single
is hard.
person I work with, because
Right.
everybody has a light. Everybody has something that they're really really good at. But
Hmm.
I don't want to go too much down the memory lane. I want to really focus on last year, because I know like last year was crazy for a lot of people. I
Yeah.
want to kind of just walk through your year, like kind of from January to December last year. Like how are things for you, and kind of like take me through like the beginning of this year and how it's been going in contrast to that.
So last year I was in like a real dark place at the beginning of the year because I had where I had originally stayed that had caught on fire. I was already dealing with um the property manager. She just was a bitch. She was evil. Like, and it wasn't even just strictly with me. Like I watched her just be evil to old people, like people that she don't even know. Like that would just naturally hurt. And then once they then went and did all this, oh, she's Rocky Bad. It was like they was trying to get as much out of me. And it's like, fair is fair. I'm fair. I like stuff to be even. Like, I don't even like odd numbers for real, for real. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Right,
so,
right.
um, it was just like, that she was just being extremely evil. So when my house caught on fire, it was a lot of stuff that probably could have been saved. Uh, her and her people went in there, took all my stuff. Um, made it as if they threw it all out, all type of shit. So when I ended up moving, everything was cool until it wasn't. So now she's back fucking with me and popped up at my house. Like I'm telling you, like my homegirl will
Pop
tell you,
house,
she was banging
man.
on my door so crazy. Oh my God, like this lady was psycho. And it was just like, oh, you're trying me. Like you're really trying me. And
Yeah.
it was just hard because that was in the hood. I stayed in Highland Park at a point in time, you know what I'm saying? But it was this one officer that always like I just come outside, he behind my car, take me to jail. Um I'm so serious. And it's so weird, right? Because this year, well, not this year, last year, at the beginning of last year, when I ended up moving out, he came to my mom's house because he seen my car out there and he apologized. And he was just like, I always told people like this officer be fucking with me, but everybody just be like, oh no, you had to do something. No, ain't just fucking with you. So when he came and apologized, it just made me feel better where I'm like, I know it wasn't me. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
and he really said what he was doing. He like and then told me like you actually always bonded out faster than I thought. And it's just like, why are you bothering me? Like, but I had to be real with myself. Like, Detroit is already Detroit, but Highland Park that's you know what I'm saying? It ain't like that's the area full of money or you know what I'm saying? Like, no, they
Mhm.
trying to get it too. So it's like they looking at me like, oh, you got this following, you Rocky Bad, you rap, you got this, you got that. Then she
Shit
even
lit.
printed up what Google said I make a year, and I'm like, I don't even think that's true. Like, bitch, I stay in Highland
Oh,
Park. Like,
oh,
do you think I'm making this type of money and I'm staying here? Like, what's wrong with you? But it put me in a situation where like I be trying to understand who I am, but a lot of times I downplay it because it's just I don't know. I'm still trying to figure out why I do that. But to sum it all up, um yeah, I was in a real dark place. Like I slept in my car a couple times, you know what I'm saying? Like um it got to a point where I had shut down, cut everybody off, like um I was being real mindful of what I was saying, what I was doing, and it's so crazy because I never went missing for real. So it's like I got all of this going on, but on social media, I'm still rapping. I'm still uploading stuff like, man, like just stay focused, just stay positive, like you know what I'm saying? And it's like it's a fucked up situation because it's like how can you explain this when you know this will come with it? You know what I'm saying? So that's why when I be
yeah.
telling people like take it from me, you feel me? Like it's ups and downs in this shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? One minute everything going good, next minute you at the bottom, you gotta figure it the fuck out. But honestly, it got to a point where like them prayers hit different. You know what I'm saying? Like
Oh,
way harder. Like, and I can't even tell you how many times I cried, how many times I'm like, I don't care. It's going this way. It's not going. You know what I'm saying? And it was like everything could have went left, but I always was like something good gonna happen. Like I always still say that no matter how bad anything is. And I didn't have to sleep in my car. You know what I'm saying? Like let me make sure I add that. Like I didn't have to,
for
but
sure.
I felt like I needed to. Like I felt like I needed to feel like I don't got nobody or nothing. You know what I'm saying? Like this is my problem. I gotta figure it out for myself. Like I don't want to be sleeping at somebody's house, you fuck around and accidentally get comfortable, or now you not getting up every day, you know what I'm saying, or shit like that. Like I was literally sleeping in the car with my gun in my hand, scared as hell, because I'm just like, what
Oh
if
my
somebody try to
god.
steal my car? You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah, yeah.
I'm
What
in
you in?
Detroit, like, I'm like, bitch, get
Yeah.
out. No, you get out. Like, what the
Nah,
fuck?
we did not need that.
But yeah, so I had a situation where I understand God is real. You know what I'm saying? It's things that I will never be able to prove. It's things that I will never be able to speak on because that just ain't nobody business. You know what I'm saying? But I had a conversation with a few things and I got a lot of answers. And
Mm,
um I was told I could have been had everything I wanted, but having those things would distract me. And I was just on some like, no, it's not. Like, test me. Come on. No, it's not. No, it's not. Like, come on. And it was just like, okay. And I was like, bet. And literally within months, I ended up getting everything I had asked for. And then um couple months later, my car gets stole. So now I'm back to praying. And I felt so bad because I was like, fuck. I was told it was going to distract me. And the whole time when I had everything that I wanted, I wasn't doing half of the shit I was doing when I was sleeping in my car and I didn't have shit.
mhm,
So I'm like, fuck. You know what I'm saying? Like, damn, like this is my test. I done failed. You know what I'm saying? But the way life worked, I knew if I had to beat myself up about it, it was just gonna make it worse. And without saying too much, I was. It was confirmed that it's okay. We told you that because we knew that that was
mm,
gonna happen. You know what I'm saying? And that's just what it is, you know. And then I ended up um getting blessed with something else again. And then literally the day before Christmas, a drunk driver blowed a sign and made me total my car.
mm,
So now I'm like, fuck. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, what the fuck? But then
man.
I had to really think about it and I was just like, I gotta just tighten up with a lot of shit. That's all. Like shit like that just don't happen to me. Even out to my car being stole, car accident, motherfucking anything negative. You know what I'm saying? Like even last year on the 4th of July, I had got grazed by a bullet. Like literally like right here. Like if it had
Oh
went through,
my
I would have. Oh man, you know what I'm saying? So it's just like things like that just don't happen to me. It be a reason, and it be real, real deep behind it because I be having so many signs to pay attention, pay attention, pay attention, and it's like when you got all these things going on, all these distractions, all these people, opinions, and you gotta put this smile on when you really don't want to, and then you gotta, you know what I'm saying? Like it's kind of hard. So it's really just like finding balance, and that's why December and January I isolate from everybody because
God.
I be having like a crazy ass year, and then by the end of the year, it just feel like I just ran the whole entire time. You know what I'm saying? By
Yeah.
by December,
Yeah.
I'd be like, "Ooh, no, I can't do it no more." You know what I'm
I
saying?
feel that.
But yeah, so I mean, far as like where I'm at today, um, shit. Oh God. Um, I say this. I'm not nowhere near where I used to be. You know what I'm
Mm,
saying? As much as I would love to make it as if like, oh yeah, everything is fine and da da da. Like, no, I'm being hard headed and I gotta tighten the fuck up with a lot of shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, I
mm,
love who I love. I fuck with who I fuck with. Sometimes it's hard to get rid of people that you know you should get rid of, and then it fuck up your life. You know what I'm saying? Like, you could be attached to the wrong person because you love them, and the whole time they fucking up what you got coming for you, and now it's harder, and now you gotta work harder, now you gotta cry more, now you gotta, you know what I'm saying? And it's just like, it's more so like me just understanding that I don't make the rules, and I gotta accept what come with this shit. And if that means I need to learn when to get rid of people and do it fast, do it quick, and do it right, then that's what the fuck I gotta do. But until I figure out I'm on some bullshit and just do it, shit, I can't be mad at nothing else. You know what I'm saying?
Man.
Yeah.
But these lessons, these are like I really can't wait to drop these and chop that up because like that's I feel like it's what it takes so much self awareness to get to that point, and a lot of people won't be
Yeah.
able to get to that point because their ego just completely blocks their self awareness. But I mean, I just love when you say things like that because I feel like you can penetrate the minds of a lot of these people
Yeah.
who are going through that, and it might just take you saying that to be like, oh, well, I think I'm doing that too. She doing
Absolutely.
it. Cause
Yeah.
that's, I mean, first of all, like I said to talk about your last year because I thought that would resonate with everybody else. But like I'm sitting here like, damn, my car was stolen too. Like I'm feeling like we had the same year.
Right.
Like
Right.
I'm
Right.
like, dog. So yeah, they
That's
stole my
Detroit
charger.
crazy.
I moved to Detroit for a little bit because
Yep.
same thing. Times was weird, and I was in the beginning phases of everything I'm doing now, or not the beginning, but just the area where it's like nothing and then all at once.
Hmm.
But yeah, they stole my car right out my
Yep.
driveway, man. Like
Yep.
the charger,
Man,
I was
what? Listen, I came outside. I said, did I get dropped off? I start hitting the button. I don't even see the car. I'm like, man, I still got
wow,
that key. That's how delusional I am. And I got the picture and everything. They done found the car and everything. I still got the key.
dog. I got the key fob for my charger on my keychain too.
Yes. They don't even know
Yeah,
that scar you. Oh my God. I be waking up every
yeah,
day like, "Oops." Just gotta look outside every time. Don't let me park a little to the right and I don't see my car. I be like, oh God, they got me.
man, man. So okay, so we the cars was just giving us crazy trouble, and then now we starting off
Yeah.
the year, and it's like your biggest thing it says for the year is kind of like watching who your circle, watching who you keep around. That's what it sounds like is the theme. What are some other like big goals or just I guess resolutions maybe we have for this year?
Honestly, I'm really at the point where I'm just like, I I'm a very strategic person, but
Yeah.
like I want shit the way I want it. And
Mm.
sometimes I be too okay with waiting that it might seem like I'm procrastinating, but it's like I'm so cool with if this is gonna take some time to pull it off right, then that's what you gotta do. But then I'm like, man, fuck that shit. If you can't get it like that all the way, then you gotta settle for right now. You got to do what you gotta do and just get it done. Just keep going. You know what I'm saying? So really, I'm really just at the point now where it's just like no more holdups. Everything, it don't matter. You can try to get as close to what you want, but if you cannot get it, it's okay. You know what I'm saying? Like it's gonna be more shit, more things to do. Like even down to the movie that I'm writing. It's like I I came up with this idea 2 years ago. You know
Mm.
what I'm saying? That it was like one day I was just like, you know what? Stop overthinking it. Just do it. I don't give a fuck if you gotta shoot this shit on an iPhone right now. Just do the shit. Just get it out the way. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I was just like, but I want this and I want the quality like this. And when they shoot guns, I want it to look like a real gun being shot.
Man, I want all
You
of
know
it,
what I'm
man.
saying?
Yeah.
Yeah. But then I'm like, it seemed like as soon as I started, I swear I went to the store to get some hair color, and it was a movie writer and actor from LA that was ringing me up, and she like, oh, I got connects and da da da. It just seemed like shit just start falling where I'm like, what the fuck? And then the film production company, and I want to say, I don't want to be wrong. I ain't even gonna say who, but I know this is somebody that hands is in Dirty D,
Mm.
and they DM me and was like, "Let us know when you done writing," and it was just like, "Oh shit, okay," you know what I'm saying? But it all just came from like, had I just waited another year or tried to, and it was just like, you know what, just start. And as soon as I was like, all right, fuck it, it's just like everything started, and I'm like, oh, I might be able to pull this off. You know what I'm saying? So,
Mm.
yeah, for this year, uh, I got an album that I had planned 5 years ago to come out this year. It's coming out this year. It's really like all the music that I keep to myself. Cause like I said, I be cool with waiting. I be like, not yet, not yet. Hold on, wait a minute, no, no, no. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, that's finally coming out. My main goal on YouTube was to get that plaque. I want that plaque real bad, and it looked like I'm gonna
Mhm.
get it this year. Yeah, I'm geeked. I ain't gonna lie, I'm celebrating as soon as I get it.
That's
I need to write
hard
me a
though.
speech.
Yes, please go
Yeah,
big
you know
and
what
go
I'm
crazy and
saying?
dramatic about it, please.
Yeah, yeah. Um, yeah, it's just really more so it's just doing it. You know what I'm saying? Like I just got a lot of ideas. I got a lot of stuff I want to do as far as just having fun with writing. Like and remove myself out of the box that I put myself in. Like people can only do what you let them do. So it's like if I only showed y'all this, of course y'all put me in a box. But if I show y'all this, what can you say? You know what I'm saying? So yeah, that's really my main thing. It's just having fun again with this writing thing.
Man, you're getting me excited. Like it's
Yeah.
cool to just hear like other people who are like excited about what they have to do. And I know sometimes it can be hard because if you're anything like me, like you constantly just probably talk about your goals all day because it feels good. Like hey, I can't wait for this. I can't wait for that. And I know you're probably had to separate yourself from people who take that as like bragging or just they just see it as annoying. Like oh my god. Kind of walk me through like the steps or just like how you have to go from being friends with that person to like okay having to either remove them or walk me through those tough conversations.
Yeah, they be tough. They
Rose
be
said he
real
had the
tough.
same problem too.
Um, I'm more of a person that sometimes I try to be mindful of not lashing out. Like I
Mhm.
did that shit for so long that it's just like at some point it get old, it get tired, it get draining. So I got this thing where I shut down, where I just won't talk to your ass. You know what I'm saying? Like just give your space, you give mine. And within me shutting down and not talking to whether it's a person or people, I really be real about who they are. You know what I'm saying? Like, far as a person can be around me for a whole 3, 4 years, and I just make a bunch of excuses for you because I love you. Like, I don't want to
Mhm.
think you a hoe ass nigga. I don't want to think you no hating ass bitch. You know what I'm saying? So I'm making all these excuses. But when I gotta really be real and accept shit, like I gotta think about everything. And I remember everything. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I pay attention to people. So it's like I'm not weighing out things that hold no weight. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not just looking at all the bad. Like I'm look at the good part too and everything. So it's like when it gets to a point where it's just like you gotta kind of get rid of motherfuckers. Not even kind of when you gotta get rid of motherfuckers. It hurt. You know what I'm saying? And
Yeah.
um, I really just got to the point where it's just like I don't got that many people, so I try to keep people. But a lot of times I be okay with looking like the bad guy. Like I done had people say, "Damn, that bitch Rocky can't keep friends," and it's like that hurt my feelings. Like
Mhm.
damn, wait, I
Yes,
want
if you
friends.
actually cool. Mhm.
Yeah, but my tolerance for a lot of shit, it just be like, you gotta think like I got set up by strangers. So I'm like, oh shit, I don't know what people can do. You know what I'm saying? So it's just like I pay attention to the little jokes. I pay attention to how you looking at me when you think I'm not paying attention. I pay attention to like I can't help it. You know what I'm saying? And it's like it's a fucked up situation because you probably genuinely ain't even on that. But it's like if I feel like that, I'm protecting myself by any means. And if that
Yeah.
mean I gotta get rid of your ass, that's cool because I don't want to be in a situation where I be like, I fucking knew it. I done did it so many times, keeping people, and then I look up and be like, I fucking knew it. I should just whoop that bitch ass right then and there. Like,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying? So,
Yeah.
um, yeah, I mean, I'm in that situation right now with quite a few people. You know what I'm
Mhm.
saying? That's just the reality of it, what we do. You know what I'm saying? Like, we gonna always have to cut people off, meet new people, figure people out. Um, I just, I genuinely love myself. You know what I'm saying? And when you genuinely love yourself, sometimes you gotta just do the hard shit. You gotta do the shit you don't wanna do. You gotta, you know what I'm saying? It's like,
It's rough though. It's hard.
yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like,
It ain't
sometimes
easy.
you gotta be by yourself. Sometimes it gotta look like you ain't got no friends. Sometimes it gotta feel like you don't got nobody shit. Sometimes you really don't. You know what I'm saying? But
Mhm.
I genuinely know where I'm going. I might not know how long it's gonna take, but I know where I'm going. So it's like, if I'm gonna trust that process, I gotta trust what gotta come with it. Like, and if you kind of holding it up, because if you a bad friend or somebody that shouldn't be around me, it's mentally draining. You might throw me off my focus. Like, I
Yeah.
might be thinking about the wrong shit, and I could be thinking about this or doing that. So it's just like, shit, if you trust in the process, then you gotta trust the moves and the decisions you making too. Cause shit, you gonna regret that shit later then. And I don't regret nothing. So I wanna keep it that way.
Yeah, it's and I love that you have faith in there and that. So, or when have how long? I mean, not to get religious on you, but I know you spoke about like that you followed the word. How long have you been on that journey?
So it was a point in time where when I was younger, I grew up in the church. I had got baptized and everything, sung in a choir, all type of shit. My granny made us go to church like on days where I'm like, we shouldn't even be in church right now. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
damn. um, but as I start getting older, I start asking questions. And it was just like kind of tricky to me because it was just like the questions that I got ain't really being answered by who should know how to answer this. So then it started making me look at things differently where I'm
Mhm.
like, okay, well, where did this Christianity come from?
Right.
You
Yeah.
know what I'm saying? Like, cause it's
Mhm.
like, okay, if y'all can't give me the answers, now I gotta like really look. Like, when I ask myself questions and I really want to know the answer, I ask so many questions until I can't no more. Cause that's what helped me figure out the answer. You know what I'm saying? So, once I started really looking into, you know what I'm saying, the Bible and how did it even come about, and it started getting deep. Where now you looking at slavery. You know what I'm saying? Now I'm like, okay, well, before slavery, what was we doing? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Yeah.
And then it got so deep where I done went and did 23andMe because I'm like, well, who is my people? And what the
Mhm.
fuck was they doing? Because this will make sense. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
everybody, we might look alike, but we don't come from the same, you know what I'm saying? Like, and it's okay, but it's like something just wasn't adding up. And I'm like, I know I'm different in a
Yeah.
lot of ways. It's so fucking crazy. But when I did the 23andMe, I found out I was 76.9% West African.
Mm.
And it fucked me up. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm like, damn, that's more than half. Like,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, oh, wait a
Yeah. You
minute.
black.
Yeah, yeah. And I always said that, but it was just like, okay, wait a minute. Like,
Hmm.
like, I know we got a little stuff here and there, but when I looked at it, I'm like, oh shit. So it started making me want to learn about what was they doing. And it's so crazy because the more I learn about it, the more I'm like, this makes sense to me. You
Right.
know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
somebody else can get a Bible and it makes sense to them. And it might feel right to them. But it was just like, it felt like I was missing something. Like, something just wasn't aligning with me. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So
Right.
then once I started like looking at what they was doing and the whole praying to your ancestors, where people here oh, you're not supposed to do that, and oh yeah, that's witchcraft, and da da da. And it's like, well, how wrong is it if that's what my people was doing and this feel right to me? You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
is it really like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you might come from a bloodline of Christians. Like, I don't know, but I know, far as me, like, this makes more sense. I get more done out of this. I feel better when I do this way. I don't. I've never like I've learned my words do have power.
Mm.
And because once I figured out my words do hold power, I stopped saying a lot of shit that I shouldn't be saying. Maybe I should, but it don't feel right. You shouldn't be doing it if you know your words hold power. Like, come on, man. And it's things that it's people I despise. You know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah.
literally, like in real life. And I still watch what I say about them because I know like this ain't no shit to play with. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm starting to like really understand like I don't make the rules in my life. You know what I'm saying? I'm learning them and I gotta follow this shit. The moment I step out and be like, I can do this, car accident. You're not listening. You know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah.
that's just what happened, you know? But yeah, I had a spiritual awakening, said 2 years ago.
Mm.
Um, and it fucked me up. It fucked me up real bad, but it was real good. But it fucked me up. You know what I'm saying? Like, what the fuck?
Right.
I was so sad. I was happy. I detached from everything. I'm like, none of this shit matter. Fuck, I couldn't make
Yeah.
music. Oh my god, like I just felt like everything I was doing was low. I'm like, you want some bullshit? You're fucking up. You litter. I just felt so fucking bad. Like I said, oh my
Mm.
god, what is happening to me? I shut down so fucking bad. Oh my god, like real bad. I started going to this park. I fucking hugged this tree. I love her. I'm gonna go visit her. Like,
You became a
what
tree
is
hugger.
happening?
Okay.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying. And um, it's crazy because I got people who understand it, and then I got people who don't. And it's like
Right.
watching this young hothead female that rap from Detroit. She got beef over here, beef over there. I guess beef over there. Shit, you know what I'm saying? Like, but like, I'm a woman. You know what I'm saying? Like, even when I thought I was a woman then, like I was still a kid. You know what I'm saying? Like now, like it ain't no more excuses. You know what I'm saying? Like I've been grown for a minute now. Like, you know what I'm saying? So, um, yeah, this going on the 3rd year.
The third year is.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
now, the one thing I wanted to ask before I forgot because you brought up a little bit of it, and I wasn't even going to ask you, but since you
Oh
brought it
man.
up, you brought up a
Okay.
little bit of singing at church, and I just wanted to know how much, if any, Rocky Bad singing or R&B are we getting this year?
You want to know what's crazy? I think a part of me, I think a part of me is downplaying singing because it was a point of time where I really did like that shit.
Mm-hmm.
Like I took that shit serious. Like my mama would tell you I'd be at home all day and oh my God, she gave me my room upstairs and it just felt like I was away from everybody. Oh God. Like you could tell me it wasn't no camera in there. Like what the
Man.
fuck? Um, I don't know. I think I'm not even gonna say I think I'm gonna be very open and honest. I have a lot of more healing to do before I feel how I used to feel when it come to that. Like
Mm-hmm.
rapping is more of an outlet because I can be that. You know what I'm saying? But with singing, I just feel like it's a guard, it's a wall that's up when it come to that. You know what
Okay.
I'm saying? And I know it's only up because that's my way in protecting who I am. if that makes sense.
I
Um,
mean, there is a lot of vulnerability that comes with it because if we're using
right,
music as an outlet, it's hard to do singing the way that you're using the rap as an outlet. You would have to go the
right,
other route with the
right.
vulnerability route, the route that I've been kind of venturing off with, and Rose has a little bit too. Um, is it so for you when you say enough healing? Kind of walk me through the connection. So for you to be able to sing again and like use it as an outlet, um, I guess what type of I guess what are you healing from to be able to go down that route if that's not too
Damn, friend. No, we
deep.
gonna talk about it. But listen, though, I was keeping this real cute, but I need to hit the bank now. God damn, where's the apple juice? You see,
Yeah,
we've been on here for 40 minutes and I ain't even touched that motherfucker. I said, oh God.
yeah. Get the
All
drinking
right.
game for the real questions.
I'm fucking with it though. I'm fucking with it though. I would rather talk about something like this than to answer a bunch of shit that I already been answered.
Yeah.
Um, mm, mm, mm. Run it back one more time. What was the question?
So, what do we need to heal from before we can get out here and sing again for the people?
I really, I really been through a lot. You know what I'm
Mm,
saying?
yeah.
And going through a lot of traumatic shit make you become a person to protect who you really is. You know what
Mm,
I'm saying? And no matter how much I move right, no matter how many guns I got around me, no matter how many people I got that'll kill for me, like I still never feel safe. You know what I'm saying? And when I used to sing on some heavy shit, that was when I did feel safe. So it's like the people in the studio that record me when I sing will tell you like it's a whole process when I sing. Like, oh
yeah,
my
I
God.
feel that.
And I still be in my head because it's like I don't even want to get that loud. You know what I'm saying? Where
Yeah.
it's like, but let me
Mm.
rap. Let me fucking
Right.
rap. Like, what?
Yeah.
I'm gonna yell, scream, all type of shit. But um I feel like doing this album, I was very mindful of the energy I was putting in these songs. And um it's certain songs that I know is gonna pull certain things out of me. And sometimes I'm not even gonna say sometimes, it's uncomfortable. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't really like being emotional. I really don't like being in my feelings. I like if I cry, I shut down for a couple days. Like it'd be too much. You know, like I don't deal with emotions good. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, yeah.
Like
I feel
I
that.
kind of suck with them. Like even the way I love, like the people I've dated want me to love them more than how I love them. And it's just like I can't give you more than what I can give you. You know what I'm saying?
Mm.
Um, it's more so it's just like I'm trying to put it back in myself. So it's just like it's certain things that I don't talk about. It's certain things I have never talked about. It's certain things I kind of talk about. Um, I don't know. Part of me be feeling like, man, fuck all that healing shit. Fuck that shit, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? But then
Yeah.
another part be like, damn, is this the route you gotta go to? You know what I'm saying? I don't know. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't come from a background or family that figured it out. Like my whole background, like everybody in my family before me was depressed. Like, um had vices to cover that up. You know what I'm saying? Like, lashed out a lot. Just and it's like when you the one that gotta break the generational curses and you don't even know. Like you just get here and be like, oh, okay. But life starts showing you no, you're the one that gotta do it. And it's like,
Yeah.
fuck. What the fuck? I wanna do this shit. Well, I can't do what they did. Like, you know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? But it's like I'm I'm dealing with having to accept that this shit gotta stop. And it gotta start with me. So
Mm.
I don't know. I don't know. I know I've been figuring out what my family probably should have did, and then I was figuring out, well, what is something that's been going on? Cause
Right.
the only way for me to like fix it or change anything, I gotta know what the fuck it is. So it's just like, my whole family, like they bottle shit up. You know what I'm saying? Like, um, we don't really talk about pain for real. You know what I'm saying? Like we make it look like no, I'm straight. But we do more damage to ourselves. You know what I'm saying? Where it's just like I watched my poppy die in front of me from a massive heart attack outside my house. You know what I'm saying? And um I was trying to get some footage for this documentary that I'm working on. And I went over there and it was so fucking crazy how energy worked because I couldn't do it. I got out the car and I was like, yeah, and I couldn't do it. I literally couldn't do it. And like literally his ashes is right here. Like
Oh my gosh.
yeah. Um it's it's a lot. You know what I'm saying? Like even down to like when I be trying to like kick it with people, like even when I'm on my live, it's certain people that been following me and even people that just started following me starting to figure out like how I work my lives anyways. But like I kick it with them about shit because it's like you might not got somebody that can talk to you about that. You know what I'm saying? Like my background, like I don't think I outside of my little brother went to the Navy, but I don't think I really know somebody in my family that went to college. You know what I'm saying? Like they was never I was never taught about credit. You know what I'm saying? Like I was
Mm.
never taught um about a lot of shit. Like I could tell you a lot of street shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, but when it come down to like knowing how to express your emotions and knowing how
Yeah.
to fucking, I don't know, even fucking communicate. Like this is shit that I had to like learn and figure out. And it's like life would make you be like, well, bitch, you better figure it the fuck out. They don't give you
Yeah.
no fucking leeway. They don't fucking know where the fuck you come from, where what they didn't teach you. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't come from money neither. You know what I'm saying? So it's like all I know is what I know until I start
Mm.
getting older. And because of music was how I even was able to start traveling. You know what I'm saying? Like, um, I got a little brother that's in the Navy, right?
Uh-huh.
Um,
How old?
okay, so he about to be 26 in
Okay.
April. Yeah.
Man.
He went when he was 18. And when he was talking about going, I knew it was a money thing and I knew that he wanted different.
Right.
And I felt like even at he was talking about this shit when I was like 15. So up until he turned 18, I'm like, if I make it with rap, I can get enough money to change this shit and he won't go. So when he turned 18 and was leaving, I was really sad about it because it showed me that I didn't make it. You know what I'm
Mm.
saying? Like, damn, he really going. Like that mean I ain't do it. You know what I'm
Oh
saying?
yeah.
And yeah, I mean, a part of me want to let that go. Like, it's okay. You know what I'm saying? Like, he getting married. He got a engagement party and
Congrats.
shit. Yeah, we gonna go down there and visit him and shit next month. But that shit hurt. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
We gotta deal with weird ass family trying to like turn me and my sister against each other. Like they say a lot of hating ass shit to try to make my sister not fuck with me, which is
Mm.
so weird because it's like,
My family.
yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like, this my sister. Like,
Yeah.
it's like they want us to hate each other. Like, they want to see us disrespect each other, all type of shit. Like, it's like, nah, you only care about her, and yeah, and da da da. And it's just like,
Oh man.
it's like, you know what I'm saying? Like, me and my sister has never had a sibling fight ever. I've never put my hands on her. She's never put her hands on me. She don't
Mm.
disrespect me. I don't disrespect her. We've been like this since kids. You know what I'm saying? I've always respected her. I respect
That's
her
weird.
more different than my auntie, and they the same age. You know what I'm saying?
Oh.
Like, I handle my auntie like my sister, and I respect my sister like she my auntie. You know what I'm saying? But
I
that's
feel
just
it.
what it is. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying? Like,
it's
but it's
earned.
just like, this my sister. You know what I'm saying? This my only big sister. Like, what the fuck is it? You gotta deal with that.
Yeah.
But me and my sister was just talking today, and she was just like, I'm glad I'm the person that I am. She was like, I can see how this shit can get in somebody else's head, and then they start treating you different and looking at you different. She like, we don't know who or is hearing this shit or being told shit, or you know what I'm saying? And it's a fucked up situation because it's just like, I got more beef with my blood family than strangers. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I don't know. It's a lot of shit I gotta heal from, but it's just still shit that I'm trying to figure out. Well, what do you gotta heal from, and what just don't matter? It just hurt.
Damn, bro, you
Yeah.
that's a bar. Like that's
Man.
because you're saying stuff that I'm also in the process of trying to learn, like especially with the communication and all that. So I'm hearing you say it. It's definitely validating, but that right there, trying to figure out what you need to heal from and what you just gotta get the fuck over with, like that's a
Hmm.
hard one. That's a hard one for
Yeah.
everybody. Because I think
Yeah.
a lot of us are probably just holding on to something that it's like, not so what, but really like so what.
Right.
Like, come on, let's get to the bag. And there are some. It's hard to know. What do you feel like are the telltale signs of something that you just need to get over?
Okay. For an example, right? For an example, my little brother, right? He got me by 2 years. We used to fight like cats and dogs, right? And
Hmm.
one day, I was being childish. I stole his bike.
Okay.
So when I stole his bike, I'm taking the fuck off. He's chasing me up the block. Me staying bright mode right now. He chasing me up the block, no shoes on and everything, like trying to get this motherfucking bike. I knew if he got this bike, he was gonna try to fuck me up, right? So I'm
Right.
pedaling and pedaling. He gets a hold to the handlebar. And it scared me because I said, oh shit, he got me. So I
Yeah.
kicked him. But mind you, he's running the whole fucking time. So when I kicked him, he fell and hit his head on the ground.
Mm.
And I kept pedaling and I kept going. I didn't go back because I said he's mad. He's gonna try to kill me
Yeah.
now.
You gotta
I
let
really
them know.
ruined it. Like, you thought he was gonna do something to you over this bike. It's gonna be way worse. So you might as well
Yeah.
just enjoy this bike ride. So I just didn't come back for a couple hours. You know what I'm saying? But that's something he brings up, right? And
Hmm.
it's like, bro, we was kids being kids. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's my example on like certain shit that's just like, bro, let that shit go. For an example, he poured hot water on my little sister and lied and said it was me. Just to come back 5, 6 years later and tell the truth. It was never
five
me.
years later.
Yeah, and we
5
got
years
our
later is
ass whooped
crazy.
together. You know what I'm saying? And I
Wow.
genuinely knew it was not me. My daddy beat the shit out of both of us. And
Oh
it's
my
like, I
god.
don't hold on to that. You know what I'm saying? Because that's
Yeah.
just kid shit. You know what I'm saying? But some shit that is like, okay, you need to heal from.
Mm,
To go back to things that I wasn't taught or talked about or didn't know. For an example, right? This was almost 4 years ago. I
mm,
pulled up this guy I used to kick it with, and like he real cool. I could talk to him about anything type shit. So we was just talking or whatever, and it was some shit going viral on Twitter about a girl. It was starting a whole trend of the rape shit,
mm,
right?
yeah.
So he was like, it's irritating that women really don't believe men could be raped too. I didn't say nothing, right? Because I know that. But he was like, mind you, he black too. He was like, damn, our people so fucked up. He was like, they only know about one rape. And he was like, it's several different rapes.
Mm,
And when he said it, my body felt some type of way because as much as it's like, duh, I fucking wish I knew that, but I just didn't. You know what I'm saying? Like, I always just thought rape was somebody being aggressive and, you know what I'm saying, doing shit like that. Like, I genuinely didn't know it was several different things, you know what I'm saying, to the point where he looked at me and was like, you okay? And I'm like, yeah, I gotta go. Like, what the fuck?
I
Like,
got
that's
some
how
research to do.
uncomfortable I got. Yeah. So
Yeah.
as soon as I get in the car, I done pulled off and I hop right on Google and I'm reading all this shit and I'm like, what the fuck? Mind you, this was just 4 years ago.
Wow.
And it was a situation with a guy that I went to school with and we ended up going over there. Now we all out of school. We all go over there, we drinking, blah blah blah. And I never said yes. And I was so drunk that people would be like, if you never been in that situation, it's easy to be like, well, you should have did this or you should have did that or
Yeah.
no, no, no. And it's like it's a fucked up situation because it's just like that's part reason why I don't even get that drunk ever in life. I don't think I've ever been that blow ever again in life. You know what I'm saying? Um
It's only
and
took once.
yeah, because it was like I was so fucking weak. You know what I'm saying?
Mm,
And all the girls that I brought with me, nobody came and checked on me. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm the type of motherfucker. If my friends go missing at some, I don't give a fuck. If you in here getting fucked, I need to know you agreeing to this shit.
yeah.
I don't give a fuck.
That's it.
You could
Yeah.
be a hoe. You can want to suck all these niggas dicks in this motherfucking room, bitch. Let me know you okay. Like this, what the fuck you want
Yeah.
to do? But I might still snatch your ass out of here, bitch. I don't know. It
Even
depends
if
on
you
how the
say
fuck
yeah,
I
yeah.
feel. Yeah, like which I've done before. My friends will tell you. You know what I'm saying? But nobody, nothing. You know what I'm saying? Like not one time. And after that, it seemed like that's when reality hit me. And I went downstairs and I had tears in my eyes. And I looked at one of my friends at the time and I was like, we gotta go. And she was like, you good? And I'm like, yeah, let's go. So we leave. Never talked about it, right? Still, like, just 2 years ago, I seen this man. He still writes me on Instagram, Facebook, all type of shit. Like, I just don't say nothing to him. Like, and I always felt uncomfortable because
Mm,
I didn't know nothing about. I just only knew that. So I'm thinking like, bitch, you got drunk as fuck. You kept telling him no to the point where I called him somebody else's fucking name. Like, and I never did that in my life. You know what I'm saying? But like,
yeah.
that's how blowed I was. And it was just like, he know. You know what I'm saying? I didn't go. It wasn't like I felt like, oh, I'm gonna go make a police report or I'm gonna do this or I never exposed him or nothing like nothing. You know what I'm saying? Like, but I genuinely was like, that wasn't right
Yeah.
until well, I always said that, but when I got in the car and I pulled up on Google all these different types of fucking rape, the one that I seen literally like made my whole stomach turn. I was like, this is what this is. I never knew what it was. I just was like, that wasn't right. I just always like that wasn't right.
Yeah.
And after that it started making me pay attention to myself. Like
Mm,
why I just don't drink with people. I don't give a fuck whether I went to school with you or not. I'm not coming over there chilling with you and your homeboys and shit, drinking. Like, then
Yeah.
it started making me realize, like, well, how did you get there? Like, well, I was going through a real bad breakup, and instead of just being okay with this person not being in my life no more, I wanted to be in the streets. I wanted to drink. Like, that what was help. That was helping me. That was distracting me. I was outside every motherfucking day drinking over here, over there, over there. And some nights I cry about his ass, some nights I be okay. But just to go through all of that and I still got this man and he asked me to marry him and I tell him no. Like, wow. So you was so heartbroken over this man
What
that did
happened?
not go nowhere. You know what I'm saying? Like, you to put yourself in fire because you
Oh
don't know
my
how to just go
god.
head on and focus on you. Like, what the fuck? So yeah. That's some shit to heal from right there. Like,
Oh my
wow, bitch.
god. Yeah, you gonna have to, yeah, you gonna have to be doing this all the time because yeah, you be having
Man.
best story times. Like,
I know, right? Then
dang.
you'll laugh like, tell us another story. I'm like, I don't know where y'all want to start.
Oh my god, because I'm like, yeah, I wouldn't even. I mean, sheesh. But I love your perspective on things. I mean, that's like the biggest I'm finding like now. Like perspective is really important, even with stuff in the D right now. All the controversy with everything. Like, I would love. That's one thing I love to just ask people who are like even more deeply rooted in Detroit than me, because like I was born and raised Dexter and Gladstone, but I moved like my
Oh
mom got us
shit.
to the suburbs. Like, yeah, people would never.
Yeah.
People
I
would
used to
never
stay on
think
Dexter
that.
and Tuxedo.
Dang. Okay. Wow. But yeah, people always look at me like, nah. But yeah, until I was like 12, and then they moved us out to the suburbs because like people would break in our house and like
Mhm.
take a TV, and like they would just cool me and my grandpa and stuff, and they were just like, we're just taking the TV, like we're not about to hurt nobody, and like we wake up and TV's going, and like they were in here, but like
Yep.
yeah, we just had to get out, but. Yeah, like that was the I like to ask people who have been there like more than me and just kind of just still stay there because it's like now
Mhm.
I'm so far removed. Sometimes I feel out of place, sometimes in some
Mhm.
functions. But for you,
Mhm.
like the whole idea right now with, people who want to invest in us, right? And us, a lot of us want to turn it down because it's like, oh, you didn't want to invest in us years ago. Don't invest in us now. Where are you kind of in that spectrum when it comes to who can we accept help from? Who is
Mhm.
allowed to support us? Like, what's the criteria of supporting Detroit?
Honestly, I'm learning to really trust myself. Like, I genuinely, I go with how I feel more than what I think I know. You know what I'm
Mm.
saying? Um, I think that's why I date women too sometimes. Cause I just be like, if it feel right, I like it. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm one of those. Like, if I gotta think too hard on some shit, the answer is no. Like, if I gotta be like, yeah, okay, no, yeah, no, nope, it's instantly no, nope. You gotta think too hard. You know what I'm saying? But when you done been fucked over by a lot of people, you automatically be like, what you want from me? You know what I'm saying? Like,
Mm.
you genuinely don't know how to even ask for help, let alone accept help. You know what I'm saying? Because it's just like you got this thing where it's like I already know what you gonna do,
Yeah.
even if they don't do it ever. It's like I know you is at some point you gonna do it. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And um, it's all on how you look at it because I'm learning. Okay, if you genuinely feel like it's a big possibility somebody is going to fuck you over. You need to make sure your business is on point. So that way, if they do, they can't fuck you over. They just fucked you over as far as a relationship. You know what I'm saying?
Right. They fucked
Um,
themselves over.
facts,
Yeah.
facts. You know what I'm saying? So, that's where the business aspects start coming into play. Where it's like instead of taking a nigga word, like, oh well, we're gonna lock in and do this. put it on paper. Fuck it. You know what I'm saying? Like, fuck it. Just do it this way. We both say. Now, if you get on some bullshit, I get on some bullshit. It don't fucking matter. We got work to do, or we breaking this contract, and then now we
Right.
gotta go
Yeah.
ahead on and take it to the big house. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But I'm real when it comes to who I even bring in on anything. Like, I'm real careful now because anybody that I really do business with, I have a bond with them. Like, I don't even get beats from strangers. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Mm.
and strangers be sending me some fire ass shit. You know what I'm saying? But it just be like, I don't know you like that. Like, you telling me, yeah, just rap on it, shout me out. Yeah, you saying that nah, bitch. I done
Yeah.
had a
And
couple
then you
people fuck
don't.
me up on that. I'm like, you know what? Just take the whole album down. Fuck them. Remove
Yeah.
yours.
Rocky bad, but he called me fine. I don't know what it is, but I call him mine. Hope he can handle this bullshit. I'm a tourist. He already know my sign. I already know his kind. He gon' get addicted once I let him blow my spine. First he gotta wine and dine. It don't take long for me to know if I'ma waste my time. He love putting me on his list.